Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the channel. I am Otter, and we are playing some Car Mechanic Simulator 2018 tonight. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so last time we hit level 6. We're on our way to level 7. And once we hit level 7, we're going to open up a couple more tools for us. And yeah, so let's go ahead and see what the telephone has for us today. All right. Let's do some shocks or sloppy car steering on a Dodge Charger. All right, let's go ahead and take that order. Give us something new to work on. Let's see here. It's got some inner tie rod, sway bar, outer tie rod, leaf spring, U-bolts. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this moved over to the lift. We're going to be pretty simple. Knock this out of the park here. All right, there we go. Let's go ahead and hit that examine. Let's see here, tie rod. What am I looking at? I'm looking at right here. All right, so we got that one is orange. Look at that over here. It looks like it's already highlighted in red for us. So we got the driver's side corner to worry about. And let's come back here. And the passenger side U-bolts. All right, too easy. So let's go ahead and get some parts ordered up. Suspension. We need an inner tie rod. We need a couple leaf spring U-bolts. What else do we need here? We need an outer tie rod. Where is she? There she is. And that, you know what? I think that'll get us started for now. All right, so let's go ahead and get this outer tie rod taken off here. And this inner tie rod. We can go ahead and get those parts put back on, put the good ones on anyway. There we are. Let's see here, examine. What else we got here? We've got a sway bar front end link B. All right. Lots of engine components. It's going to be probably down here. Here, let's just do this. There we are. I'll grab one of those. There we are. And now we just got the leaf spring bolts. Put the front tire on. All right, and we'll come back down here. Take off these U-bolts. Put on some good ones. And that will do it. And we can finish the order for $171. And now we can see what the phone has for us. All right, let's see here. I don't see any story cars yet, so let's see here. We got some brake performance on a Dodge Challenger. We got knocking sound coming from suspension and sloppy steering from a Charger. We got all engine faults on a Salem Kiernan. Let's see here. Brakes on a Chapman. Let's do brake performance on a Challenger. All righty. Wrong button. Let's see here. Brake pads and brake caliper. Let's go ahead and move it over to the lift. We will put it up in the air. We'll do one more. There we go. Oh, I see some red in there. Right back there, and then I see red over there with a caliper. And right there. Alright, so let's go ahead and order some pads and some calipers. Brake pads, brake caliper. And let's just go ahead and get this thing sorted out. Shouldn't take us very long. And hopefully by then we'll have our mission ready for us. Brake pads were at 13%. Alright, let's go ahead and put on some new pads. We'll put on the same caliper. No. You know what? Yeah, let's go ahead and put brand new calipers and cylinders on. Looks like we've got the components. We might as well. Oh yeah, that's a bad caliper right there. We'll put on a good caliper, good cylinder. Put the tire back on. And we are good for $171. All right. And we got a barn location map. And we are at level 7. So let's go ahead and get rid of all of our components that are bad by condition. So we're looking at 70, 70, 76. We'll go ahead and everything below 76. Because there's no sense in keeping that stuff. Here we go for $55 extra. And let's see what we can get at level 7. We can get odds of successful repair increased to 65%, which is good. We can get a electronic multimeter, which isn't bad. Or an OBD scanner, which is pretty decent. We need to get level 1 before we get level 2. You know what? I'm going to leave it for now. When we hit level 8, we'll get... I don't know. We'll figure out something. I'm just not 100% sure what we should do. If you guys have any suggestions, please leave a comment down below, and I will respond accordingly. Thank you very much. All right, so let's go ahead and get back to it. And let's see what we got here. Got a Jeep Wrangler. Or we have a Royal Crown. All right. Looks like it's a story mission. I bought this car from a dealer. It wasn't the cheapest, but supposedly it was a good deal. The problem is that it's very difficult to shift through the gears. And sometimes something bangs on the left side and the right side too. Interesting. Check the general condition of the car and repair whatever you find broken. The dealer assured me that everything was nearly brand new. You know what? That's going to sit for a hot minute because I want to look at... We got a Smith 1500. We got a Jeep... Jeep Grand Cherokee SRT8. Salem Flammo with some controlling issues, or a Caster Avalanche with poor brake performance. Let's see here. I think that we can get away with... You know what? Let's go ahead and do our story mission. This should be relatively easy. We will run it through the test path and see what all we got. All right. Let's go ahead and move it over to the test path. Oh, over here. And we will check for... it took a little while to start up. All right. Driver side brakes are kind of low. Our front driver side brakes, I should say. Rear brakes aren't too bad. I'm going to shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. Suspension's not too bad. All right, so we got a good bit of stuff to look at. All right, let's see here. All right, let's just take it over to the lift, and then we will see what we've got here. Alrighty, let's go ahead and hit that examine button. Oh yeah, look at that. Lower suspension arm can be examined by taking off the car. So it looks like we are going to be taking a good bit of this stuff off. Ooh, look at that. What about your ooh? Lots of red in here. What about? What about this side? Okay. Well, this guy got ripped off. So we need a front drive shaft and we need 2 front drive axle C's. All right, let's start there. All right. I need a front drive shaft and front drive shaft. It's not C. It was B, right? I think it was B. Nope, front drive. Drive axle, not shaft. Okay. AXLE. Front drive axle C. We need 2 of them. Tie rods. We need 2 front or 2 inners and 2 outers to start with. And we need a lower suspension arm and a front steering knuckle A. I thought I saw something else up here. All right. Front steering knuckle A. And what was the other part that we needed? Calipers. Oh, lower suspension arm too. All right. Arm. Lower suspension arm. All right. So let's go ahead and get this thing tore apart. That's right, we need calipers too. Take this hub bearing out, this wheel hub, get the 3 nuts on the back, the knuckle cover, shock absorber, front knuckle A. I'm going to put the shock absorber back on. The end link, because it's not too bad. What about the knuckle cover? You know what? Let's go ahead and replace that. Cover. Front axle knuckle cover. Got a decent wheel hub. Put the wheel hub bearing back in there. Front drive axle C. Well, you know what? Should we, you know what? Let's do this. Let's take that back off. Because I want to. Okay, I need to look at that steering rack. Yeah, that gearbox too. All right, this is a lot more convoluted than I was expecting it to be. But that's okay. That's just another day in the life, I guess. All right, brake caliper. Wheel hub bearing. You know what, let's take this stuff off over here. Steering rack, it's at 14%. Front drive shaft is at 14% as well. Alright, what about the gearbox? That gearbox looks bad. Okay. Do we have a front drive shaft? We do. All right. We'll put this lower suspension arm in. We'll put some bearings, bushings in. We need a steering rack. All right. $800 steering rack. Now we can put our tie rods on. Everything is looking decent. What do we got for brake pads? We need brake pads. All right, let's put these tie rods on over here. What are we missing? I think we might be done with the front. Let's put on some brake pads. You know what, calipers? We'll grab some calipers and some cylinders just in case. Yeah, might as well. We'll do the wheel bearing. Now we can do the axle. Now we can put the wheel back on. I probably should not put this tire on, but I'm gonna live dangerously because it looks like I got everything for the front just about hemmed up here. Except that gearbox. That one's going to haunt me, I think. But I'm going to take the chance. Alright, now what do we got here? Oh, we got a lot of good stuff done. We got some rear parts done. Or some front parts done. Now it's time to go look. You know what, let's go ahead and take the tire off and then we'll start examining stuff. Over here. time to examine. Oh, look at that. Oh, the wheel hubcap is good. What about this sway bar? Okay. Not at all what I wanted to see. There's a whole lot of red over here. Let's come over here to this side. Well, there's a lot less red. Okay. What is that? That's some brake pads. That is the sway bar. Okay. In order to take the sway bar off, we need to take this off. I'm going to come over here. There we are. Take this sway bar off. We got lots to do over here. Oh, you know what? I need to come over here. Oh, no, these are yellow, so they're good. Okay, so most of our stuff is going to be over here. Let's go ahead and take this hubcap out. I'm going to take this bearing out. Brake pads, disc, this hub. All right. Take that off. This looks like it's going to be a complete disassemble over here, but that's okay. Take the shock absorber off. Well, we gotta take this bushing out first. Now we can take that rear suspension arm off. Well, looks like we're gonna take that out. And we can take this, and we'll take these rubber bushings here, because these need to be replaced. All right. So, which side am I on? All righty. So, pretty much everything here. All right, let's start with some bushings. Let's grab a half dozen of those. Suspension. We need a rear shock absorber A. A rear upper suspension arm. We need, was it B? I'm not 100% sure. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to come over here. We're going to see. We can repair a few things. Nice. Fail. Okay. So we got some things and broke some other things. Let's start with these bushings here. We need a sway bar. Rear knuckle housing A and a sway bar. Knuckle housing A. And a rear sway bar A or B? Well, that's a good question here. A. And we also need an end link one. So just one rear end sway end link. Okay. A. One of those and one of those. You know what? Let's grab another one. Just in case. We did get a new shock absorber. We did not get one of those. We did not get one of those. We did get one of those though. All right. Small rubber bushing, we can put that one back in. Okay. We've got one of these to put into on this side. Okay. So now we need rear suspension arm B. Rear suspension arm B. We need one of those. I think that's going to be it. You know what? Let's grab some more bushings. Let's grab another. Some of those. And some of those. All right. Rear suspension arm, we did not get that one. We got one of those. Spring cap, we need to replace that because we broke it. All right. Oop, you know what? What's this? This is a rear suspension arm and a hub. All right. So let's go into the arms. It's just called a rear suspension arm. We need a hub. 3, and we need some caps. Spring cap right there. Let's grab one of these too. There we are. We're going to put the rubber bushing in here. We can put the wheel hub in. Okay, we need one of those. Spring cap. Got the rear, same rear spring and shock absorber cap. Rear wheel hub is what we're looking for. Hub. disc brake, that's fine. Brake pads. Let's put this bearing in here. And the hubcap. Alright. Brakes. Grab a couple calipers. A couple more pads. And a couple more cylinders. Alright. Let's get this thing buttoned up. We're almost done. This one is going on a little bit too long. All right. Looks like all we've got over here is that brake pad. So let's go ahead and do that. Take the pad off. Put the same caliper and cylinder in. All right, let's see here. Let's see how good we did. Excuse me. We still have some parts not discovered. I'm not sure. Let's go over here. It's probably going to be in the engine somewhere, I betcha. We got a lot of this front stuff taken care of. While that's working on that, let's do this. Let's go ahead and see if we can fix anything. No, we cannot. So let's go ahead and sell a bunch of stuff just to get them out of our inventory. Let's go pretty much everything below 99%. There we go. Make a couple $100 there. All right. All right, let's see here. Let's look at this again. We've got 4 parts here, a small rubber bushing somewhere, and a couple parts here. You know what? That gearbox. I told you that gearbox. You know what? That looks kind of suspect too. All right. I told you that that gearbox is going to come back to bite me in the tail. So let's do this. In order to take the gearbox off, we need to take the front drive shaft off. Okay. what? Okay, so that needs to come off. All right. It's gonna be right over here. Starter. Yeah. Accessible from under the car. Of course. That's right here. Let's go ahead and take this gearbox out. Ooh, look at that. That stuff needs to be... Take off this clutch pressure plate. Let's take off the clutch plate and the flywheel. All right, what about now? A couple parts not discovered, but that's okay. Can we fix anything over here? No. So we need, in the gearbox section, we need a clutch plate, we need a pressure plate, a release bearing, a flywheel, and the gearbox, which was an I-4. All right. Go ahead and put a flywheel on, clutch plate, pressure plate, the release bearing, and a new gearbox, because why the heck not? You know, that radiator looks awful rusted. All right. All right, everything is green, which is great, except a small rubber bushing and 2 parts not discovered. Like I said earlier, I think that it's rubber bushing. Oh, it's gonna be over here. That one's in. Those are in. That one's in. I am missing a small rubber bushing from somewhere. Could it be up front? I don't know where else it could be. Alright, let's go back over here. I'm looking for something that's either red or, I mean, it's just a small rubber bushing that I'm missing. But I don't know where it could have been because it wouldn't allow me to put on extra parts without getting to it, or without... Alright, I'm gonna look somewhere else here. You know what? Let's go look at that radiator. Let's get parts. Let's see here. Radiator fan. Oh, look at that. Radiator fan housing. Is it? There we go. That's what it was. Radiator fan housing. Fan and housing. Okay. So let's go. Fan. Fan housing. And a radiator fan housing fan. Okay. Radiator in, the new fan housing, and the new fan housing fan. Alright, there we are. Alright, so we are good to go except for this small rubber bushing. This blasted small rubber bushing. Okay. Which means it's going to be easily accessible without the tires being taken off. That's a regular rubber bushing. This is going to be frackin' frustrating. That's a rubber bushing. It's not a small one. The small ones are going to be actually in the back. I don't see any parts that are red over here. Come over here again. I mean, that was it. There was a rubber bushing that was worn that I put back in. Alrighty. So, there we go. Apologize for this being a really long episode. So let's go ahead and finish this up. Get our money. Starter is missing. Okay, yep. That would be a good reason to not allow this car to go out the door. Right there. Accessible from the engine bay, of course. No starter. It's going to be right here in the front. There we go. That's a perfectly legitimate excuse. And finish order. And bye-bye to that car. Alright guys, let's see. Do we have any... Oh, we can try and repair this housing. And it worked. Alright guys. Thank you so much for coming by and hanging out with me today. I do appreciate it. As always, like, comment, subscribe down below. And thanks again. Have a good day. Bye.